Right. So, good morning. Thank you for joining the Adult Strength and Conditioning class. I'm Juliana Fernandez, and we've got 60 minutes of a great workout. So, we're going to start out with some dynamic stretching. So, I'm going to have you bring one knee up towards your chest and come up onto your toes. And just alternate side to side. Just a little. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks again to the early birds for joining me. There's a place for chat. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask away, and I'll try to get to them between exercises. For this part, dynamic stretching, we're just warming up the muscles, getting them prepared for exercise. All right, now we're going to switch to hip openers. So we're going to bring the knee and the foot towards your chest and alternate. We're trying to keep the back up nice and straight, strong torso. While you're doing this, try not to lean forward from your back. Keep the body upright and bring your foot towards you. Good. All right, now we're going to stretch out the hamstrings. So we're going to take our left hand and bring our right foot toward our left hand. You see me from the side here. Same idea. We're not bending forward from the back. We're keeping the back upright and bringing the foot up towards your hand. And alternate. Get a nice stretch from the hamstrings. Good. All right. Next muscle group is the quads. We're going to take the hand and grab onto the ankle, bringing your heel toward your bottom, and alternate. And if you can't quite get to your ankle, that's okay. You can just bring your hands behind you and try to kick your hand with your heel. So we're just trying to get a stretch for the front of the thigh with this one. Same idea, back up nice and straight. Try not to lean forward from your spine. If you want to add a little extra stretch, you can stretch your opposite arm up overhead. Get a little deeper stretch for that quad. All right. Great. Now we're going to do another one for the hamstring. So we're going to stand on one foot. We're going to keep the back straight. We're going to reach those hands straight down toward the ground, standing on a straight leg to get a stretch for the back of your hamstring. Come on up and switch. So we've got a flat back, a straight leg, and come back up. Reach, and up. So you're just going to the point where you feel some stretch. No need to go too far. It's also a balance exercise this early in the morning. All right. Do one more on each side. Good. Okay, now we're going to stretch out the front of the hips, the hip flexors. So I'm going to come to the back of my mat, take a big lunge step forward, and I'm stretching the front of my back hip. And push off and switch. Stretch and push. So the goal is not to go real deep into the lunge. You just want to go take a big enough step so that you can feel that good stretch in front of your hip. And we'll alternate a few more times on each leg. One more. All right, so we're going to keep that same lunge in mind. We're going to lunge forward with the right leg. We're going to reach our left hand down to the ground and reach the right arm up overhead. If you can't quite reach to the ground, that's fine. You can reach to the inside of your knee and twist. And we're going to push ourselves back. So take a big step, reach to the floor or to your knee, and twist. Get a little spinal twist with this one. Lunge and twist. Good. We'll do one more on the other side. Twist. Great. Okay, last one. Big wide stance with your legs. We're going to do a little bit. Get a good stretch for the inside of your thigh. And we'll just go back and forth. Hold it for a couple of seconds and switch. Very nice. Nice stretch for the inside of the thighs and hip. Good. More. All right. Fantastic. Okay, so we got our dynamic stretching done with. So now we're going to take our band. Let's grab, if you've got a looped band, that's great. If you've got one of these flat bands, you can tie it. But we're going to bring the band up above your knees. All right. So grab that band right above my knees. And I'm going to bring my feet a little wider than hip width apart from each other. My toes are facing straight forward. And we're going to start with some squats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my hips back as if I'm sitting in a chair. Squat down. And then squeeze my glutes as I come on back up. All right? Bottom back, squeeze the glutes. Think about your weight in your heels. So you're pushing your weight back and then squeezing those glutes on your way up. Hold those belly buttons in so you've got some nice good core support through the squat. Watch me from the side here. My bottom is going back. My weight is in my heels. My knees are not going forward past my toes. Once I get to the bottom of my squat, if I look down, I should be able to see my toes. My knees should not be covering them up. Good. And up and down, nice and slow and controlled at your own pace. With the band on, you're trying to keep that resistance outward as you squat down and as you come back up. Don't let the band win and let those knees come inward toward each other. Good. Keep going up and down at your own pace. Weight in the heels. Hold those belly buttons in. Good, we got 10 more seconds. More. Great. All right. Now we're going to take a wide stance with our feet. And we're going to turn the toes out just slightly. And we're going to do these wide sumo squats. So same idea. Bottom is going back as we squat. Push outward against that band. And squeeze the glutes as you come back up. Squat and squeeze. Pulling against that band, you should feel that resistance a little bit more with this one. Up and down. Hold those belly buttons in. Strong core, strong abs. Control down, squeeze on the way up. Weight in the heels. Good. Almost there. We got 10 seconds left. Nice. All right, let's bring those feet back to their starting position, so just a little wider than hip width. We're gonna come back into our squat. So, squat down. We're gonna hold this position, and from here, I want you to pull outward against the band. Hold your squat and rotate those knees out. Now the goal with this one is to try to keep the weight in your heels, but keep your feet flat on the ground. Don't let the feet come up off of the ground to rotate the knees. So it's a small movement, but you should really feel the sides of those glutes working with this one. See. Hold those belly buttons in. If you want to make it a little more challenging, go a little deeper into your squat. Out and in. Make sure when you come back to that start position that you're not going past neutral. So you're going outwards and then knees back to neutral. Good, feel that burn. Hold those belly buttons in, strong core. 10 seconds left. Very nice. All right, go ahead and shake those out. We're gonna keep the band on where it is. All right, and then we're gonna come back into a wide stance. So this time, we're gonna do a skater squat. So we're gonna squat down to the center. We're gonna shift the weight over. So our shoulder, right hip, right knee, and side of your right foot are all lined up together, holding the resistance against the band. Keep your head the same height as you shift over to the other side. Now we got left shoulder, left hip, left knee, side of left foot, all lined up. My weight stays in my heels as I shift and hold, so that if I look down, I'm able to see my toes on this side. My knee is not covering it up. Really push your bottom back. Shift. Very good. You should feel some quad. You should definitely feel some glute with this one. Make it a little more challenging. You can come down a little deeper into your squat. Hold those belly buttons in. Really controlled. Weight back in the heels. Switch. Good. Don't let the band win. Don't let those knees pull inward toward each other. Keep fighting against that band. Weight in the heels. Good. Can't cheat here with this garage behind me, tracking where my head is. 5 seconds left. You can get one more to the other side. Very nice. Come on up. Shake off those legs. All right, we got one more. I'm gonna grab my foam roll. If you got a foam roll or a chair, use something for balance. So this one we're gonna do is the fire hydrant. So keeping the band in the same spot, we're gonna squat down slightly. I'm gonna lift up the foam roll's on my left side. I'm gonna lift up my left leg so I'm standing on my right foot. And I'm gonna rotate this left knee outward and back to this, back behind me. So I'm going in kind of a diagonal direction with my left knee. And I'm keeping a totally stable right leg. The right leg wants to kind of rotate and follow the left as it pulls. But I want you to really keep a nice, strong, stable stance leg. Don't let that knee rotate in. Don't let your hips move. And keep the weight in the stance leg in your heel. The only moving piece here is the left leg. Use the chair, use the foam roll for balance. Try not to put too much pressure into it so that your legs have to work. You want to challenge it, go ahead and come a little deeper into your squat. No rotation from your spine or from your pelvis. Good, keep the weight in that heel. You should feel more of the burn in your stance leg probably than your moving leg. Should be getting tired, especially in that glute. Keep the weight in the heel, bottoms back. 10 seconds left. Very nice, okay. Shake it off a bit. We'll switch the foam roll or the chair to the other side. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we got a slight squat. We're gonna pick up that right foot. We're gonna keep the weight on the left heel, bottom back. If I look down, I should be able to see my left toes. And then rotate that right knee to the side and slightly back, so go diagonal. Maintain the position of your head. Try not to go up and down or move your torso with this one. Weight stays in that left heel. Utilize your chair, your foam roll for balance. But try to use it just for that, just for balance. Hold those belly buttons in. Stable core. Only moving piece is this right leg. Good job, everyone. Keep the weight in the heel. Belly buttons in. Right, keep going. We've got 10 seconds left. Pull against that band. Weight in the heel. Strong core. Ooh, good job. Okay, shake it off. We can move that chair foam roll out of the way. We're gonna keep the band on, but we're just gonna move it down to our ankles. So right above the ankles. All right, and I'm gonna come over here to one side of my mat. So with this one, we're gonna do some side stepping. We're gonna keep the feet facing straight forward toward the camera. We're gonna keep the body upright. So hold the belly button in. Don't lean forward. Belly button stays in. And we're gonna take a big step to the side and then come back to that start position. So at start position, there's always some tension on the band. We're gonna pull further and then come back to slight tension on the band. Pull and start position. So I'm just gonna go the length of my mat. I'm keeping my knees straight, keeping my body upright, pulling out as far as I can with this leg, and keeping my feet facing forward. So the goal with this one is to try to keep your trunk from moving. So basically, as you step, you don't want the trunk to be kind of tick-tocking side to side. Trunk stays stable, feet stay forward. We'll go back and forth a few times. The further you pull, the more those glutes are having to work, especially along the sides of your thighs and hips. If this is too hard around the ankles, you can always bring the band back up to the knees. It'll be a little bit easier with the band around the knees versus the ankles. Right? Keep going. Ten seconds left. So you can get one more pass in. Very good. All right. Keeping that band there, we're going to come down into a little bit of a squat. So if I look down, my knees are lined up with my toes. My knees are not inward toward each other. Keep the feet facing forward. We're going to do the same side stepping with this little bit of a squat position now. Step out to the side, come back to start position. Pull, back to start. So utilize as much space as you can. If it's just a couple of steps side to side, that's great. Our goal is to pull hard enough so that you're getting that glute activation. And again, just like the other one, we're trying to minimize the movement from our trunk. Our trunk should not be going side to side as we're doing this one. Hold those belly buttons in. Pull the belly button toward your spine. Keep those feet facing forward. Good. Keep going. Crab walks here. Almost done. Good. Got 15 seconds left, so you can get one more time, one more lap in, down and back. All right, great. Keep the band in the same spot. Turn your body. So now I'm going the length of my mat, facing toward the end of the mat, and I'm going to be in the same crab walk position. So a little bit of a bend in the knees, a little bit of a bend in the hips. As you can see from the side, my bottom is back behind my heels. So my weight is still on my heels as I'm standing here in this squat. I'm going to take a step forward and diagonal, pull against that band, and then come together with the feet. Pull against the band, come together with the feet. So we have this kind of diagonal lunge step type movement. And then when you get to the end, we're gonna go backwards. Big step, diagonal and back, diagonal and back. Good. Try and maintain that position of your trunk. Let me do a couple of steps forward so you can see me here. Forward and diagonal, together. Forward and diagonal, together. Backward and diagonal, together. Backward and diagonal, together. Good, keep going. However many steps you've got space for. Keeping the weight, keeping your hips back. Don't let the knees fall forward over your toes. Don't let those knees fall inward toward each other. Good job, everybody. We got 15 seconds left. Good. All right, shake them off. One last one with the band here, and then we'll take a little water break. So I'm going to grab my foam roll again for balance. Foam roll, chair, whatever you'd like to use. I'm going to pick up my left foot, standing just on my right foot. I'm going to pull against that band, starting with my left foot in front. I'm going to maintain that pull as I come around and back behind me. And then I'm going to come around and back in front of me. So we're making these little semicircles with your leg. The only moving piece is this left leg if you're standing on your right foot. Stay nice and balanced. Think of your weight in your right heel and your big toe. And as you can see, my trunk is staying as steady as possible. Try not to wobble or overcorrect too much from your trunk. And really maintain that pull. To get a little more challenge, you can pull even further. Make your semicircle bigger. All the way around. Don't lose that stretch on the band, especially when you come behind you. Almost there. 10 seconds, and then we'll switch legs. Great. All right, let's switch. Bring the chair foam roll to the other side. We'll stand on that left leg, pull against the band, and semicircle. Come all the way around. Maintain that stretch. See if you can get it as far as you can in the back as you are to the front and side. Maintain that tension all the way around. Nice strong torso, stable left leg on the ground. Utilize your foam roll or your chair for balance. And hold those belly buttons in. Good job, everyone. We got 10 seconds left. Pull against that band. Last one. Good. All right. And rest. Now you can finally step out of that band. All right. Let's take a minute here, get some water, towel off. And our next part is the circuit. So we're going to go through 2 circuits. I'll explain to you the exercises, and I'll have different modifications for you. So now is also the time if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, get a little breather. Right. Everybody's doing okay here. Get enough of a break. Okay, I'll give you just a little extra breather while I explain the circuit part. So we're going to do 2 circuits. Each circuit is going to have 3 different exercises, and we're going to go through each circuit twice. I'll give you modifications of how to make it a little bit harder, how to make it a little bit easier. So the first circuit, our first exercise, we're going to bring that band back, and we're going to put it up above the knees. To make it a little bit easier, you can take the load off and not use the band. I'm going to use my foam roll. So I'll demonstrate first, and then we'll start the time. So we've done a movement like this in the past, but we haven't had the band on. So we're going to have a slight stretch out against the band. We're going to come into a squat on our standing foot, reaching forward, come back up, reach to the side, come back up, and reach behind you. Now the goal is to try to keep some resistance outward against the band so that we're working the side hip muscles along with the quads as we're going through our squat motion. All right, so we're going to do 45 seconds on one leg, and then I'll let you know when it's time to switch, and we'll do the other 45 seconds for the other leg. Okay, here we go. Start with whichever foot you like, and time starts now. Reach forward, come back up, reach to the side, come back up, reach behind you, come back up. Now, if this is a little bit too hard, you can always just maintain your leg in a straightened position and just pull against that band, forward, side, and back. If this is a little bit too much, or if there's any history of a knee issue. If you're going through the full squat, make sure that your weight is staying in your heel. I'm pushing my bottom back as if I was sitting in a chair each time I squat down. Good, hold those belly buttons in. Same idea of a nice strong trunk. Good. So we can get one more time around. All right, and then we'll switch sides. Same idea. Sit back into your squat, into your heel, and pull against that band. Bottom stays back, belly button stays in. Good job, everyone. Keep going. We've got 10 seconds left. Very good. All right, let's take that band off. And we'll move this foam roller out of the way. And I'm gonna grab my small weights for this one. If you wanna use small weights, you wanna use medium weights, you wanna use no weights, that's fine too. So this one, we're gonna go start with the right leg forward, come into a lunge, and I come back up, I'm reaching overhead. My left leg is gonna go back into a back lunge. Come together and reach. So we'll stick with the same legs, right foot forward, reach, left foot back, reach. Okay, so that'll be the motion. When we get halfway there, I'll let you know and we'll switch legs. Okay, time starts now. Right foot forward, reach overhead. Left foot back, reach overhead. Right, press. Left, press. Right, press. Left, press. Right, press. Good, press. Left, press. Great job, everyone. Keep it up. Right, press. Good. All right, now we're going to switch. So we got the left leg forward, lunge, press, right leg back, press. Left leg forward, press, right leg back, press. Left, press, right, press. Good job, everyone. Left, press, right, press, right, press. 10 seconds left. So get one more. Good. Wonderful. Okay, we'll put those weights down. So this last part of the first circuit will come down onto our side. A couple of different ways you can do this. You can have the band above your knees and just do a standard clamshell. Or if you can do this, come up onto your elbow, onto the side of your knee, into this partial plank, side plank, and then do the clamshell up here. All right? If you want to make it even harder, you can have that band up above your knee. All right, so I'll let you know when we're halfway. And time starts now. Come on up and lift. Up and down. Either way, if you're doing the clamshell on the ground or you're doing it up in this plank position, try to keep your heels together as you lift and lower. Slow and controlled. Whether or not you have a band on, if you're up in this plank, you should be feeling the underside of your abs and glutes working also, along with the moving piece. Really think of pressing the floor away if you're in this plank position. Press the floor away with your left elbow and your left knee. Almost there. Fantastic. Switch sides. All right, and we'll come on up and clamshell. Press the floor away with your right elbow and your right knee. Hold the belly buttons in. Whether you're on the floor or you're up in this plank position, don't rotate from your spine at all. Really try and keep your torso and spine still and stable. Keep those heels together as you do the clamshell. Slow and controlled. Almost there. Great job, everybody. Got 10 seconds left. Good job. Perfect. All right. That's the first time through the circuit. We're going to go through one more time. So we'll bring our band back on. Band up above the knees. I'm going to get my foam roll. You can get your chair or your foam roll. Okay, and time starts. Now we're doing our single leg squat. Forward, side, and back. Whoa, keep your balance better than me. Keep the weight in your heel. Hold those belly buttons in. Sit back, think of it as if you were sitting in a chair. Your bottom goes back. And remember, if the squat is getting to be a little too much, you can always stay upright and just swing your leg forward, side, and back. Good. That's halfway. We'll switch legs. All right, and squat. Forward, side, and back. Hold the belly buttons in. Sit back into that squat. Weight in the heel. Good. Almost there, everybody. We've got 10 seconds left. Great. Wonderful. All right. Move that foam roll out of the way. Take that band off. And grab those weights again. The last round was a little easy. You can try a little harder weights. I'm sticking with the same ones. All right. So we're going to go forward with the right, backward with the left. Time starts now. Lunge forward with the right, press. Lunge back with the left, press. Forward right, press. Backward left, press. Press, back, press. Good. As you can see, doesn't matter which way I'm lunging, whether it's a forward lunge or a backward lunge, my pelvis stays even. I'm not letting it drop down. Keep the pelvis even. Oops, sorry. Press. Forward lunge, press, back, press. Good. And we'll switch legs. So we're going to go forward with the left, press, backward with the right, press, left, press, right, press. Keep the pelvis even, hold the belly buttons in. Don't let the knee go forward past your toes when you're coming into that front lunge. Forward, press, back, press. 10 seconds left. Back, press. So if you get one more in. Back. Great. Perfect. Put those weights down. Okay. And then last one of the first circuit. Come back onto your side. Remember, you can do the clamshell just flat down, or you can come into the side plank. Okay, and time starts now. Come on up into the plank, or just start your clam. Want to make it a little harder? You can add the band up above the knees. You want to make it a little easier? Come on down and do those clams on the ground. Press the floor away with your elbow and the side of your knee. That'll help keep your side plank really strong, especially in those obliques, those side abdominal muscles. Very good. And switch. Almost there. All right, and press. All right, and clamshell. Remember, keep the heels together as you're doing the clam, whether it's on the ground or up in the plank. Belly button's in. We're not twisting from the spine at all. Keep the torso steady. Great job, everyone. We're almost there. 10 seconds left. 2. Great job. Okay, towel off, get a drink of water, and then we'll get started on our second and last circuit. Okay. All right, everybody. So last circuit, same idea. We've got 3 exercises. We're going to go through it twice. Each exercise we're going to do for 1.5 minutes. So the first exercise is called a curtsy lunge. So I've got my small weights here. I'm going to stand on my right foot, and then I'm going to reach back with my left leg. It's going to go back and diagonal behind me, so it's on the outside of my right leg. And I come down and I bend both legs, and then I'm coming up into a curl. Curtsy squat and curl. So the end range, my left foot is on the right side of my right foot, and bend both knees. Okay? So we'll start right now. Curtsy squat and curl. Curtsy, curl, curtsy, curl. So as you're doing the curtsy squat here, you can see if you look down at your front knee that it does come slightly out to the side. You just don't want the knee coming inward, okay? So if it's outward a bit, that's fine. You just don't want that knee rotating inward at all. And you can see there's going to be some drop of the hip, but I'm not twisting from my spine at all, right? I want to try and keep the spine as even as possible as you step back. Curtsy, curl, 5 seconds. 3, 2, good, and switch sides. Curtsy and curl. Curtsy sounds so formal. Curl, curtsy. Good. Bending both knees with this one. Curl. Good job, everyone. 10 seconds left. Last one. Great. Let's drop these weights. So the next one, I'm going to grab my band. If the looped band is all that you have, that's totally fine. You can do this with the looped band and just put your hands through it this way, so it's actually around your wrists, okay? If you do have a flat band, or you can untie your other band, that would be great. This one, we're going to do a side lunge. Let me come to the side. So I'm going to lunge to my right side. Lunge. I'm going to come up and we call this a serving tray. So my palms are facing upward toward the ceiling. My thumbs are facing outward. Lunge, serving tray. As you pull against that band, really think of pinching those shoulder blades together behind you, okay? So one more time, lunge, serving tray, okay? Time starts now. Lunge and tray, lunge. If your band is a little too hard, don't worry about it. You can always use your small weights. As you're pulling outwards, you can always use no resistance at all. The goal during the serving tray is to keep those elbows right next to your torso. Pull, lunge, pull, lunge, pull, lunge. 10 seconds left. Good, switch sides. All right, and go for it. Lunge, pull, lunge, pull. Good. As you lunge, still think of pushing your bottom back. You should be able to see your toes of that foot that you're stepping out with. Your knees should not be covering of your toes. Keep the weight back in the heel as you take that step. Bottom goes back, push back. Good, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lunge, squeeze those shoulder blades. Good job, everyone. 10 seconds left. Last one. Fantastic. Go ahead and drop that band. Okay, last one for the circuit. We're gonna try and do a plank walkout. So we've done this a couple of times before. We're gonna reach down toward the mat, walk the hands out, come into a plank position. If we can, push up, walk those feet back in, jump if you can, or just reach if you can't jump, and then turn. Make sure each time you're turning toward the camera so you don't get dizzy. Okay, one more time. Reach down, walk the hands out into a plank, push up, walk the feet back up, jump or reach, and then turn your body, come into your next one. All right, now if you can't do the plank, or you've got any issue with your wrist or hands, come into your plank on your elbows. So you can do this way, you can do some mountain climbers here, or you can come into your bird dog, this position. All right, so if there's any issue with the shoulder, wrist, I know there is some wrist issue with some of us, so protect those areas. All right, so here we go, we're gonna go for 1.5 minutes. Time starts now. Reach down, walk out, push up, walk back in, hop, and turn toward the camera. Reach down, walk out, push up if you can, walk back in, hop, keep it toward the camera. Reach down, walk out, push up. Go at your own pace. This is a tough one. Full body gets tired with this one. So go at your own pace. Take breaks if you need to. You can always go back down to the bird dog or just a standard plank position on your hands or on your forearms. Reach down. Walk back up. Hop. And turn. Reach out. Push up. Walk back up. Hop. And turn. Push up. Walk back up. Hop. Turn. Great job, everyone. Keep going. Walk out. Push up. Walk back up. Hop. And we got 15 seconds left. See if you get one more in. Reach down, walk out, walk in, and up. All right, good job. Okay, whew. We're gonna go through one more time. That circuit. You guys are doing so wonderful. We'll finish off this circuit. We'll do some stretching and you're almost there. Okay, curtsy squat with a curl. And go. Curtsy, curl, curtsy, curl. Good job. If you're needing a breather right now, that's okay. If you don't want to do this with the weights, that's fine too. Listen to your bodies. Good job, everyone. You're doing great. We're almost there. Curtsy, curl, and switch legs. Other leg, curtsy, curl. Good job. Curtsy, curl. Wonderful. Keep it up, everyone. Hold those belly buttons in. Keep your strong core. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Let's grab our band. Okay, come on this side here. Okay. Side lunge. Time starts now. Side lunge and serving tray. Lunge. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Palms are up, thumbs are out. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you pull against that band. Good job, everyone. Keep it up. As you lunge, sit back into that heel. Make sure you're pushing your bottom back. Good. Belly buttons in. One more. Pull and switch sides. All right. Lunge and squeeze. Lunge, squeeze. Push back into that heel. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Back, squeeze. Squeeze. Good job, everyone. We're almost there. Lunge, squeeze, lunge, squeeze. Sit back into that heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay, last one. We got our walkout. Remember, you can do the bird dog. You can just do the whole plank. Here we go. Go for it. Walk out, push up, walk in, and hop. Keep those turns toward the camera so you don't get dizzy. Push up, walk it in, and hop. Reach down, walk it out, push up, walk it in, and hop. Reach down, walk it out, push up, walk it in, hop. Reach down, walk it in, hop, turn. Remember, you can eliminate some pieces of this if it's getting too much. You can eliminate the push-up, you can eliminate the hop. You can always come down and hold your plank. Up and hop. Reach down, walk it out, push up, walk it in, hop. Reach down, walk it out, push up, walk it up. You guys are doing so awesome. We got 10 seconds left. See if you can get one more. Reach down, walk it out, push up, walk it up, and hop. All right, good job. Circuit is over. Grab a quick sip. All right, good job everyone. Let's just take a few deep breaths. Center the mat, reach, breathe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. Looks really funny with the light coming in here. So come on down. Let's lie on your back. Keep the knees bent as you lie down. Let's straighten out the left leg. Pull that right knee up towards your chest. Grab onto the back of your thigh. Straighten that right leg up toward the ceiling. Make some circles with the ankle. Switch directions of your circles. Great job today, you guys. Thanks for getting up early, hanging out with me, sticking with it. Good job. Switch sides. Let's grab that left thigh, straighten out the left knee toward the ceiling and make some circles. Get a little stretch for the hamstring. Get a little stretch for the ankle. Back and forth, switching directions of the ankle. Good. All right, and then both knees bent. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Some of us can feel a stretch just here. If that's good, great, keep it there. If you want to feel a little bit deeper, grab onto the back of your left thigh, pull that left knee towards your chest, and you should feel a good stretch in the back of your right hip. Take some deep breaths as you're stretching here. Great job. We'll unhook this right leg and hook the left ankle over the right knee. Hold the stretch there if you need to, or get a little bit of an extra pull. Pull that right knee in toward your chest and get a nice stretch to the back of your left hip. Some deep breaths here. Great job, everyone. All right, let's come on up for our last stretch here. Come on up into kneeling. So my right knee is down on the ground. My left foot is in this kneeling position. I'm going to tuck my tailbone under, hold that tuck, shift my body weight forward, and reach my right arm up overhead. I should feel a nice stretch in front of my right hip here. The further I lean, the more you can kind of get into this lower part of your torso as well. This nice stretch is a great stretch to do, especially now as we're all maybe sitting a little bit more on our computers as we're all working from home. But a great stretch to stretch out those muscles that tighten up when we sit. And we'll switch sides. Tuck that tailbone under, shift your weight forward, reach the left arm up overhead, and feel that nice stretch in front of your left hip and along the side of your torso as well. All right. Fantastic job again, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Again, I'm Juliana Fernandez. My email is Juliana, Juliana, @agilept.com. I'll put that, type that in the notes section here if you have any questions for me. Thank you again so much for coming. I will be doing every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. for this class. Thanks again, everyone.